guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a Silhouette Cameo 3 versus the Cricut Maker. So what I'm going to do is just your basic everyday stuff. So like your iron-on, your regular vinyl, your glitter vinyl, some acetate, cardstock. We're going to do some corrugated paper as well as some thicker like poster board paper. So we're just gonna, this is going to be like a versus. So let me go ahead and pull up my YouTube to make sure this is coming in clear. So give me 1 second. And I'm going to try to run them side by side. So hopefully with both of them plugged into my computer, because for some reason both of these have Bluetooth and it has to be my computer because both of them I cannot get the Bluetooth to work. So I think honestly it is my computer personally. Hi Guadalupe. So if you weren't here right when I started, I'm gonna do a versus, the Silhouette Cameo 3 versus the Cricut Maker. We're just doing basic stuff, iron-on, regular vinyl, some paper and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to do them side by side. So let me go ahead and get the, we're going to do iron-on first. So I'm going to go ahead and get it all the way to the mat. And I'm going to mirror this and hit continue and choose what I need it. I'm going to do that to both of them and then hit go. So let me get them all ready to where they need to be. So I need to do iron-on for the Cricut Maker. And then now let me go to the Silhouette and let me go to send. Let me change it to heat transfer because that's what it's called over here in these silhouettes. So we're going to do smooth. And I think everything is ready to go on here. So hopefully everything will work with these. Okay, so I think they're both ready to be sent. So I'm going to go ahead and load them both. So I'm going to hit load on that one. And I'm going to hit load on this one. All right. So I'm going to hit send on the Silhouette. Oh, and I did not send mirrored. Okay, so that's ready to go. I'm going to hit go on the Cricut Maker. So they're both ready to go. So you own the Silhouette as well, Guadalupe? So far you can hear the sound. The Silhouette is so much louder than the Cricut Maker. And one thing to note, so the Cricut Maker did finish just a second faster than the Silhouette. When you mirror something with the Silhouette, it will bring it to the other side of the mat. So you have to remember that. Whereas the Cricut just mirrors it right in place. So, okay. Both of them, and the Cameo is definitely, yes, definitely. So, but I definitely think they both have their pros and cons. So, but yeah, if you're working in the middle of the night and you need something to be quiet, it's going to be the Cricut. Okay, so let me go ahead and unload both of these. And I'm going to go ahead, let me do one at a time. So this is the regular iron-on with the Cricut Maker. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove this. And show how good it cut. I'm not going to worry about weeding it right now since this is just to show how well it cut. And this is Parsby vinyl. Okay, so this is the Cricut Maker, and I'm not going to worry about weeding it like I said. So this is the Silhouette Cameo 3. So let me go ahead and get this off here. And let's weed this one really quick. And I'll try to read comments as once the machines go. That way I'm not having to take too long. So far, this is, let me get the in-between pieces just to show really quick. Okay. So that one is the Silhouette Cameo 3. So I think they both cut great. And like I said, they were pretty much on the same time. So there's that. So now let's go ahead and load regular vinyl here. So here is the regular vinyl. And I'm going to go ahead and load them as I go. Okay, so this is just regular vinyl, and this is Cricut vinyl, by the way. Let me make sure I'm getting that on the blue line. So I'm going to hit load. Okay. Yes, I have that up. The video of adding the vinyl on the tumblers, yes, it is up. I'll link it down below here in just a second. Okay, so let me go ahead and go back, and I want to unmirror this because I don't need it to be mirrored. I want to turn the mirror off. Let me go to edit. Turn the mirror off. Done. Okay, let me go back to, I want to make sure, I'm not too sure how to cancel the mirroring on the Cameo. Maybe it'll ask me again whenever I send it. So, okay, so I'm going to send it to the Cameo. Okay, send as is. There we go. And I'm going to hit go on the Cricut Maker. So with this Cameo, you're going to go over there and it's going to change its blade every time. So the Cricut Maker was a little bit slower on this one. And I did hit go first. I did hit go first on the Silhouette, but it did have to adjust its blade. So here is the Cricut regular vinyl. And once again, I'm not going to worry about really weeding it out, just kind of taking off this first layer. So this is the Silhouette. This is the Silhouette. This is the Cricut Maker. I'm trying to find places to stick that. So this is the Cricut Maker. So just like that. And then let's see what the Cameo did. Unload. All right. Set that back down. And I am going to say this, my opinion about the Cricut mat. So right now I opened a brand new blue mat. So this is a new mat. So is the blue one. The Cricut mat is definitely, I don't know if anybody else has noticed the smell of these things. It's very chemically. And that's a huge downfall for me. I love the blue mats, but when you first open them, they about make you sick. But I do love the blue mats. It's just at first it takes a few days to really get that smell to go away. And I noticed some people were saying that they noticed with the new mats that smell was gone. But that's definitely not gone. So this is definitely an honest review for me. Hi, Denise. Okay, so let's see. Good, because I'm working on 23 tumblers for Christmas. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so I'll link that video down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the glitter vinyl. So I'm going to go ahead and get it on here. So this is the next one, and I'm going to go ahead and load them as I go. Okay, so the ones without the flowers. Thank you so much for that, Wendy. I was wondering because I'm like, what is everybody talking about? I mean, it's almost like seriously right now making me sick. Okay. So I will definitely remember that to get the ones without the flowers. Okay, so I've got the glitter in there. Let me go ahead and go change it to glitter. Let's see, vinyl. And we want it to be glitter. And I've noticed with the Silhouette, there is not a glitter setting. So does anybody know which one I should choose for the Silhouette for the glitter? If not, I'm going to kind of just pick one. I'm thinking about picking the vinyl chalkboard. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it for now unless somebody tells me different. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go over here to Cricut. And I'm going to change it to, let me change its settings to glitter vinyl. Glitter. Got it. All right, done. All right, and so let me go back over here to the Silhouette and see if you guys said anything about the settings for that. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to choose chalkboard because I would assume that would be thicker. So that's what I'm going to go with on this. They did not have, which is very strange that they don't have a setting for chalkboard vinyl. I know that I could Google that and kind of see, but this is what happens when you don't have a setting. So I'm going to go ahead and hit send again, and I'm going to hit the go button on the Cricut Maker. I think the Cricut Maker is thinking about it. Let me see, maybe it's because I'm not on it. Okay. Now that was my fault for it running slow, is because I had backed out and was over here off, not on the page. So that's what had happened with that. So since this one is done, I'm going to go ahead and unload it. See what it's going to look like. Let's see. So we're going to go ahead and grab. So the chalkboard vinyl was awesome for the glitter. So that came out really good. So just in case people are wondering for the silhouette, use the vinyl chalkboard setting. So that came out really good. And then let me show you the glitter for the Cricut. And they specifically have their settings. So there's the difference with, that's like the only difference there. Other than that, they're cutting exactly the same. Oh, I just pulled the A off instead of this piece, but you guys basically get the points instead of this piece. So they both cut the same. Okay, so now we're going to move on from vinyl to, let's go ahead and do this acetate. Now for the acetate, because I played with this last night, and that's what made me think, because I made this cute little acetate box with the Silhouette Cameo 3. So that's what we're going to do right now. So let me go ahead and load up our acetate on both of our mats. So now on the Silhouette, what I did was I chose the shrink plastic setting for this, for the acetate, because they also did not have a setting, but that worked out amazing. So let me go ahead and load this one. And then let's get this one ready. So I got a box picked out from the Cricut, and hopefully it's going to cut out good. So it seems pretty similar to the one that was on the Silhouette, because I do have these little boxes that I'm making and I want to share for both Silhouette and Cricut users. So let me go ahead and load this. Okay. So let me go. We're going to hit finish. I'm going to go. Oop, that's all right. Okay, so let me go to projects, because I already got the box ready to go. And go to my projects. Pick my box. I'm going to go to make it. And I want to replace. Now let me go to Silhouette and go to my, let me delete that. Oh, I gotta go back to design. Okay, let me go to library and choose my box really quick. Oh, hold on, I'm being slow. So box, I should have had this one saved and ready to go. Okay, so double click that. And I want to ungroup it because I want to take some of these pieces out here really quick. I'm almost done because I want them to be pretty much similar boxes. So I just want to make sure that these are on the right deal. Okay, so here we go. So now let me go to back to attach. Wait, back to group. There we go. Okay, so let me go to send, and this one I'm going to pick, like I said, the shrink plastic. I'm like, where did it go? There it is, shrink plastic. Okay, so that one's going to be ready to go. So let me go do the Cricut really quick. I need to change it to, okay. And it's changing it to the 12 by 12. It should still be fine on the 12 by 12. It's saying 12 by 24, but it doesn't go past 12. So I'm just going to leave it, hit continue, and let me choose. I'm just walking you so you guys know what I'm kind of doing while I'm doing it. So let me go change this to acetate. Acetate. let's see, acetate. And I'm going to choose foil acetate. Done. Okay, here we go. And it says to leave in the same, and it tells me to load it in my stylus. So let me see. For its scoring. Where this scores with little dots, this one is going to score with your stylus. So let's do that. Let me reload this thing. So I'm going to come back over here. Once this gets done, I'm going to go ahead and hit go. Alright, I'm going to hit the go button and the send button on the Cameo. Okay. This is acetate, yes. Yes, this is acetate. Let me see if I've got the package here. It comes like, if you've been getting the mystery boxes, it comes in a package just like this. And that's what it is. And this is the Cricut acetate. And like I said, I made these cute little boxes like this. And then out of the corrugated paper, okay, so I guess that's thinking. Oh, let me go back to Cricut because something's going on. Okay. With the corrugated paper, I made these, so I just stamped those cute little stamps on it and used some buttons and some glitter. And then I did this one, and it's just that corrugated paper, and I like it because it's a lot more sturdier. And I found with a silhouette to flip this corrugated face down, it still doesn't cut it all the way through, but it's good enough to cut with to finish up with your scissors. And then this one is made with the poster board, and I just put glitter on the front, and I put some acetate, made a circle, and then did that one, and that's what I've been making. So that way you can put your keepsake ornaments in there. So if you can see that one over there doing that, that's what it's doing to score it. So it's just kind of putting these little perforated dots, and this one's using the score tool to make it score line. It used the score tool to make it score lines. And now it's cutting. So I think the silhouette's going to be a little bit behind because it's taking its time to do its score lines. But we'll see the difference with the score lines with the Cricut. Okay, so the Cricut's already ready to go. Okay, so this is with the acetate. And like I said, I tried to find a pretty similar box here. So what you're going to do is you're going to pop it off like this. And let's see how the score lines are on this one. So since it used the score tool, it really, on the acetate, you really don't have any score lines compared to what you'll see in a minute. See how there's really, yes, I'm going to be making these acetate boxes on another video, so stay tuned for that. But on this one, you really don't have your score lines. I don't know if you guys can tell this. There is no score line, so you're going to pretty much have to figure that out on your own with the acetate. Now, if it was on the cardstock, that would have been awesome, but let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and just fold these as best as I can while we're waiting on the silhouette over there. So I'm just kind of folding these. And like I said, this one's from the Cricut, so there is boxes for free on both of them. Well, actually, no, on the silhouette, I did pay for that. And I bought them during the Christmas where they were the 50% off, so I got it for like 40-something cents, but they're only 99 cents. So basically, you would have to get your glue out here and get this folded up like so. I won't be able to kind of do this without my glue, but anyways, you would get it folded up and get it glued on these certain spots like this. You could either use your glue dots or your hot glue gun or any type of clear glue. That way you can't really see it through this acetate. And then let me go ahead and fold this one again. Just trying to somewhat see if I can't show you what it's going to look like. And the silhouette is still going. So something like this. Isn't that cute? So if you're trying to figure out something to do with your little acetate boxes, you could make some super cute little Christmas boxes and then put some of that little crinkly paper down in there. Or you could, like I said, put some of your more keepsake Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. So this one is from the Cricut Maker, and like I said, that's not glued down. And while we continue to wait on the silhouette, we're going to go ahead and load our next piece. And I think we're going to do the corrugated. So I have not done it on the Cricut yet. So like I did with the other one, I'm going to do it face down. So you can see this is the corrugated. I'm going to do it face down because I think it's easier for it to cut. Because I looked on the package and there was no instructions. So let me show you that as well. Let me see if I've got the package here. So if you also got a mystery box, you should have had like some of this corrugated stuff in there. So it comes just like this. That's what it looks like. And in the very back here, it's got some plain poster board, and we're also going to cut on some of this. So, come on, silhouette. So the Cricut finally beat it on something, but at the same time, this one did have a lot more perforated lines, and you'll see that in just a second how they fold. And at the end of the day, they are technically a little bit different on boxes. So. And I'll unfold this one so you can kind of see that. So let me see. Thank you so much, Guadalupe. Okay, let me. Now, one thing too, I was thinking with this one right here, I think I need a deep cut blade. I think for the corrugated and the like poster board, I really think I needed a deeper blade because it's almost got it. Okay, let me see really quick. I haven't received my November mystery box, still waiting. Oh wow, see, I've seen a lot of people, I ordered mine right off the bat, so I got it, but I've seen a lot of people complaining. I know my sister-in-law is still even waiting on some orders that she ordered from, I guess, the Black Friday event, so hopefully you will get that very soon. So this is the acetate with the silhouette. And with these settings for the shrink plastic, it did not cut through the mat. So let me just pop the rest of this off. And let me pull this off of here. And I'm going to show you how it does its lines by doing the little dots. Okay. So with this one, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Can you see those tiny little dots right there? So hopefully you can kind of see that. Oh, you did? So you ordered some more stuff too. So hopefully you do get that very soon. So I think you guys can probably barely see these little perforated lines. So whenever you have these perforated lines, it really does help to do its folding. So you can see how much crisper. So maybe you can see those dots a little bit better. So it does help fold it just a little bit better. But so far, I'm impressed. I love both machines. Now, I know that, and I'm not doing fabric or anything because obviously the silhouette doesn't have a rotary blade, so the Cricut, I think, is going to smoke it on that. But I'm very happy with both machines. I will say that the setup for the Cricut Maker was way easier, or any Cricut, is way easier than the silhouette. And I know that I guess their system was down. They were having issues, but it was a nightmare that first day. I could not cut anything at all. And so I got my machine out of the box, but I finally got it figured out, and it was just technical difficulties, I guess, with the their silhouette space or something. So so I think we've got that. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask. Let me try to remember how I folded these. Something like, I think I had to go up under this. Hold on. So I think I went underneath this and then this. But so far, there is pros and cons with, like these boxes, for example, they already come out the exact size that you need them. And then on the Cricut Maker, they come really tiny and you got to figure out the size. Things like that, you know what I mean? But other than that, then the Cricut Maker is super duper quiet. Whether it's a silhouette, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a Cricut Air 2 or Cricut Air or whatever, the Cricut is definitely quieter. So there is this box, and you just gotta glue the sides. So this is the difference with the two boxes, but both of them cut out the acetate. Amazing. So let's move on to the next thing to see. Now, I have not cut this corrugated with the Cricut Maker, but I have with the silhouette. But like I said, I really think I'm going to give it to the silhouette because I bet not, you know, like picking them, but I'm saying I will give them the benefit of the doubt that I probably need the deeper blade. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this ready. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do the same design, but I'm going to go change this to corrugated. So let me go do that really quick. So I'm going to go change this to corrugated. Okay, let me see. Let's see. I'm trying to find the corrugated on the Cricut Maker, so give me just 1 second. Okay, there it is. Cardboard. Okay, so done. So that's going to be ready to go, and it's still the same. It says the same blade. It's not saying put in the deep cut. And then now on the Cricut Maker, I mean the Silhouette, I put it at its deepest setting. So what I did was I went to cards. Let me see, what was it? I went to corrugated paper like they have. They have the corrugated paper settings. But I'm going to change the speed all the way to 10, or the blade all the way to 10. And then the force is all the way at 33. So this is at the deepest the blade can go and as biggest as the forces it's got, okay? So keep that in mind. And the Cricut Maker is just on it has corrugated settings as well. So we're going to see if it cuts all the way through with the Cricut Maker. So this is definitely going to be a moment of truth for me on something like this. And cannot wait until the knife blade comes out from the Cricut Maker. I'm ready to play with some wood. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and load this one, and both of them are going to be ready to go. So load, and we're still doing the same box cut. And we're going to hit load. Okay, and let me go ahead and hit send. And wait for this to go, and I'm going to hit go. Okay. Now on the Cricut Maker, you have to make sure that you're on its page to kind of get it going, so that's the deal with that. But so far, like I said, I'm happy with both machines. Like I said, I think they've got their pros and cons. One was easier to set up than the other. I do like a lot of the designs that come with the Silhouette that you can get. But I do like how much easier the Cricut Design Space is to use. And I did buy the business edition for the Silhouette Cameo. So I will be doing a lot of stuff on that. But I just kind of wanted to do this for somebody trying to make a final decision for their Christmas present or anything like that. So we're about to find out. Like I said, I have not done this one with the Cricut Maker yet, so I'm very curious. Does the acetate sheets come in color? I'm not too sure. I know they do have some vellum in color, but the ones I have seen so far are just clear. They all have either polka dots. So the Cricut Maker is done again. But like I said, this is the same design, so that one's got longer going. So let's see. So with the Cricut Maker, it does come right off. So I'm very impressed with that because the Silhouette Cameo did not do that. So that is a huge impression with me. So far, so here's your box. So you can see this one did better lines with the score without the acetate. So the score lines are way better with the corrugated. So I'm going to somewhat kind of fold this so you guys can get the picture of it. So let me get this like that, like this. There we go. So this is the one with the Cricut Maker. And it doesn't have glue, so there it is. So there's the Cricut Maker, so it's already ready. So now here we go with the Silhouette. Let me show you what it does. So let's see if this one cut all the way through better. This one did today, okay. So this one actually did better today. So this time I chose, like I said, the cardstock and then moved it all the way down to its deepest settings. So let's see. Okay, so yesterday I must have chose the wrong one and then changed it to its deepest settings. So this one with the Silhouette, if you're using corrugated, pick the cardstock and then move it to its deepest blade as well as the force all the way to 33. So with this one, like I said, now maybe you can see its perforated lines. This is what the perforated lines look like. Okay, just a second. Let me finish this real quick. So let me go ahead and fold this one. So this one has like these perforated here. So I just want to show, so you see you can make the same thing pretty much 2 separate machines. So let me carefully fold this one. But I just love these little boxes. I think they're adorable. And like I said, you're going to have to pay 99 cents for this one in the silhouette. And it is free in the Cricut Design Space. So, let me get these where I want them. The bottom on this one is a little bit different. They had the same similar bottom of one box on the Cricut, but it had like the top was like a little flower or something connected it, and I want to make sure they were pretty similar. So let's see. And what I typed in on Cricut was just boxes. So here's the boxes. So this one's just a little bit taller than this one, but they're about the same design pretty much. So that's your little boxes, okay? So now that I know that it's going to be able to do that for that, let's go ahead and do the same thing again, but this time we're going to do, this is like a poster board. This is like Cricut's. Actually, hold on. Let me back this up. Instead of doing this one, instead of doing that, we're going to do this poster board from Cricut. So this is the poster board from Cricut. So this is the poster board from Cricut. As soon as I load these, I'll check the comments, guys. So give me just a second. So now we're doing the poster board from Cricut. So let me go ahead and load this. And let me go ahead and get this other one loaded. Hold on, let me set this down behind me. Okay. So, got that on there. Let me go ahead and load this one. Okay. So now let me see real quick. That works awesome. Didn't even have to wait for the new blade. Yes. It comes in patterns. Yes, that's right. Different like circles and stripes and stuff like that. Thank you so much, Wendy, for that. Yes, that's awesome. I'm glad that you guys are like working together on this. That helps me so much. Okay. So let me go ahead and change this to poster board really quick. So this is poster board. Let me do, poster board. All right, and this is, I don't know if this is, hold on, let me make sure what poster board this is because I don't want to use wrong wording. This is metallics. Okay, so metallic poster board, done. And I'm going to choose the same setting. I'm going to leave it on that corrugated paper for this because I had a hard time cutting this as well. So I'm going to leave that just like that. And we'll see what happens. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and hit send on the silhouette. And then come back over here to the Cricut and tell it to go. And this will be the last one that we test out today because pretty much, I mean, if it's going to cut that, it's going to cut regular cardstock. I just wanted to show some basic stuff today to show what all it can do. Yeah, it's basic, yes. And I did use that. Whenever I made the cookies, I used the same poster board that you would buy for kids' projects. That's what I used whenever I did the that cookies box. And, hold on, let me make sure my Cricut's on its thing. Okay, so it is the same thickness. This is just Cricut's way of, they make it into like a 12 by 12. And let me see what it looks like. This is what the packaging to this looks like. Just like that. And it'll say poster board metallic. So this is what it looks like. And I think this also came in a mystery box. This either came in a mystery box or it came in that big package I bought, like that came with all the extra blades and everything when the Maker first came out. Now, I do want to try, here pretty soon, I want to try the Cricut Maker with its deep cut blade with the balsa wood to see what happens. Just to see if we can't get maybe some wooden ornaments out by Christmas. So hopefully this is not going to cut too deep since I left it at that deep setting. We'll just see. And if so, that's my fault because I should have changed that a little bit. But I did have problems, like I said yesterday, with cutting, and now it's working great today. So I'm pretty pumped about it. Okay, so we're going to undo this one again. Okay, so just like that. And like I said, this is the poster board. And so we're going to go ahead, and here is our score lines. We're going to go ahead and get her folded. Let me see, we've got... And you can see the score lines on this. Hopefully you guys can pick that up. So I'm just folding on all the score lines. These boxes are super easy to make, but like I said, in the Cricut, I just typed in boxes is what I typed in, or box, I think, and it came up with tons of boxes. There is a ton that is free. I was actually quite shocked. Okay, so here is one more piece. So this is the Cricut's box, so let me go ahead and fold all these again. Go ahead and get this in here. Get this one and this one. Okay, so there is our poster board box from Cricut. And here is the one from, let's see if I got too deep on this one. So this one's got just some tiny spots it's wanting to hang up. So I didn't obviously do too deep on that. But yesterday I literally had to use my scissors to finish cutting it. So I'm really, like I said, I'm shocked today. Okay, and there's that, and just like that. Okay, so here is the one, and like I said, they have their little perforated lines like so. I'm going to go ahead and just get this all folded. Now, if you're looking into like the Cricut Air or the Cricut Explorer 1 or, you know, whatever their difference, or the Cricut Air 2 or any of those, basically they're going to be the same as this Cricut Maker, except for you don't have the rotary blade or the knife blade, and it does have a little bit more force, but you will be able to do everything that I just showed today the same as you would the Maker. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this bottom again. And it was like this, and then you just slide these right in like so. Push down in there, get that to even out. There we go. So this is the poster board box from the Silhouette. So you have the Silhouette and the Cricut. So just like that. And what I did was I took my hot glue gun and just ran a little bit of glue right in here, and it'll completely hold it in place. And then now with the Cricut, theirs has little tabs that hold it all in, so you don't need any glue for that. So that's that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So let me go check the comments really quick. Let's see. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, my pros and cons for it is the Cricut Maker was, any Cricut, so the Cricut is way easier at getting it out of the box and setting it up and making your first project. The Silhouette, it literally took me hours. It would not cut. It would just literally come run across here, go back and say it was done. But I did read that people were having issues. There was issue with the space, because I know that we set my sisters up and didn't have that problem. But either way, their design space is a lot more tedious and difficult than the Cricut Maker, but at the same time, you could do a lot more editing with the Silhouette than you can the Cricut Maker. I love their designs. They have a lot more stuff to choose from, I would say. The Cricut Maker, I love it that it can cut the fabric and that it's going to be able to cut the wood and all that stuff. I do love how quiet the Cricut Maker is compared to the Silhouette. That's super loud. And other than that, to me, I love them both. I really love to be able to work from them both and have certain designs from this or that. And then you can see they're both going to cut the exact same way. The only difference you're going to have is fabric. And here pretty soon, I will try to get the fabric blade for this one. And we'll just run through and just kind of see what it would look like. As well as I do have the stamp machine I need to go ahead and get set up and show you guys as well. But tomorrow I will come back and show you how I decorated these boxes to make them, to personalize them and make them just like this. So then you can make them. No, the new blade is not out yet. They're saying that it's going to be released at the beginning of 2018, apparently. To me, personally, I think that since there was the issue with like the November box and they're so backed up from the Black Friday sales, I personally think they were just worried about releasing it and it would be a big mess because the system got shut down over the Black Friday box. So that's my feeling on that. I may be completely wrong. So hopefully in January we will see the knife blade, and but I will get some balsa wood and try that deep cut blade with this and just kind of see how it works out with the deep cut blade. But and then if you buy I believe it's the Curio, it does cut wood as well. So they have another machine that cuts wood separately and etches glass and stuff like that. But so far I give them both a thumbs up. I think, like I said, they both have their pros and cons. But if I had to choose one, I would have to choose the Cricut Maker just because of its sound. It's easy to use, and the fact that it can do 10 times more than what the Silhouette basically can when it comes to blades and stuff, all in one machine. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for being here with me today, and I will see you guys on the next one.